So the first order of business, I want to go ahead and get all of the printouts done for the event for tomorrow. That way I don't have to worry about that. And I want to make sure that I have enough ink. I put some ink in here. I just refilled this not too long ago. This is an inkjet printer right here. So I need some color and black and white. Now let me put y'all on to something real quick. Now this is the other kicker here. I'm a little secret to getting things printed without having to pay anything, because if I would have known this, I would have been doing this months ago. So a lot of places charge, like Staples and FedEx, to print out pages, and they charge you per page. But I learned that if you go to the library, you know, libraries always let you print out things for free, like the first 10 pages. But I thought it was just black and white. I never really knew it was color because I never needed it. So I've been going to the library and getting 20 pages per day printed out for free. I wish I would have known that. Did y'all know that? So these are the things that I'm telling you. If you know something, just let us know in the comments, the little hacks, the business world, that you don't have to pay for everything. Now, if you don't have enough time to, or don't want to have to go to the library every day to get the page printed out, then send it to someone else's email and let them print it out for you for free. So that was one way, and one way you can save on your ink, because y'all know the ink is expensive. And if it's something that you just need, like printed here, printed there, just print it out for free. You don't even have to, you know, waste your money on the ink. Now, it's convenient to have it in the house, of course, but you don't have to. Well, so with that said, I wanted 500 of these surveys printed out, and I pretty much only have about 140, 120, I believe. And that's to say that if I would have known that ahead of time, I would have been printing these out a long time ago. That's that. But what I want to do first is I want to create the item, my name and logo, to go in the keychain. This will be a little giveaway. So all of my items that I create are on Canva. That's the video, y'all. I edited last night. Make sure y'all go watch that, okay? But Canva, I did have the pro version, but I ended up letting it lapse. So a lot of the functions that I did have for free, I don't have anymore. So that's kind of a bummer and sucky thing, because I do miss the background remover. That's like one of the best things that I love about it. But it's okay. I'll, you know, get it back in soon. But you can do like a free trial for the Canva Pro. But the free version is just as fine. It's just a lot of things you're not still going to have access to, as far as the elements and the fonts. But if you're doing something not elaborate, you know, it's okay. All right, so I'm just going to function. And I did take the measurements. That's another thing with being a business owner. You have to take measurements of every freaking thing. Oh my God. If you get the sizing wrong, because who is going to measure these things for you? You would not think to, you know, have to measure a keychain. But that's one thing I've learned. Like your packaging. Because if you get it wrong, you're going to be wasting money. Especially your packaging. I mean, you know, your boxes like this. These things cost, and to get samples, y'all, learn your measurements, okay? All right, so these are the sizes. I did measure that yesterday, so now all I have to do is just create the actual sizing on here. So I'm just going to take a blank document. And another good thing with the paid version is, like, if you have your brand, you can have like all of your logos and all your colors all in one spot. So now that I don't have that anymore, I have to go and search for everything, which can be annoying. I really don't want this video to be too long, so honestly I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but just stick with me. Right now I'm just grabbing the logo because I know it's right here, so I can just copy that. Copy that and then take it back to the original page that I was working with. And for now I'm just going to, and I need a 8x11. That's the other thing. I need it to be a just regular document, a regular page. 8x5. And sometimes I can't find just a regular blank one, so what I'll do is I'll choose a template and just erase everything. Just start from scratch. There you go. And then I'm going to paste my logo. Okay, my nails are me, classy, sassy, and unforgettable. So one side I want it to be this. Now right here, if you notice the measurements, like if you drag and go, that's one way. So I need this to be 4 centimeters. So I'm actually going to have to resize that. And this is another thing that I'm missing out on, is the resizing. With the Canva Pro, you can go in and resize it with no problem. Without it, it's kind of hard. So I'm going to have to play around with it to get it to the exact sizing that I need. And then I also wanted to create a QR code on the back, so that way they can just go directly to my website by scanning the QR code. They don't even have to, you know, save the card, save the business card. So I want it to just be that. And I'm going to paste it here. It's your URL. And it's going to generate a code for my website. Now, my website right now is under construction. I'm going to show you how it looks right now. If you were to go there, of course that's on the back end with Shopify, so it's going to look a little bit different. But if you go to my website right now, this is the page that you're going to see. It's a coming soon. Stay tuned. Put your email there, and you know you'll be added to the list, you know, the wait list, to be notified once the website drops. So this is what they're going to see once they scan the QR code. They'll be able to put their email in. So I'm good with that. So we're going to go back over here, and I'm going to, you know, adjust the sizing of this to make it match. I need to figure out how to do this. Like I said, now I want to put them somewhat close together because I pretty much want to fold it. So one side of the keychain is going to have the logo, and then the other side is going to have the QR code. And I don't want to space it too far apart because you could just fold it right in the middle and then just be able to stick it through. That's the thought process. We'll see how it actually comes out. So I'm gonna go ahead and play around with this, get it to the sizing that I think it should be, and then I'll come back. So really quick, I'm going to use my best friend Google when in doubt. Now I told you I have the free version of Canva, so it's not going to do all of the resizing that I wanted to do. So I have to go and, you know, research it. So what I did was I took the height of my item is 3 centimeters tall, and I put on here 3 centimeters equals 2 inches, which is giving me about 1.1. So if I go here back on Canva and I stretch it out a little bit, this should be about that size. Let me just double check. 1.18, 1.7. Okay, 1.18. So it needs to be way smaller. Now it may not give you the exact, you know, number. So if you fall within that range, it should be fine. So I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna make it 4, and this is going to be the length. So 1.5, but this time I'm going to scoot it over 1.5, and I hope it didn't change it. Yeah, it did. 1.1. What did I say? I forgot already what it is. 1.5. All right, so this is going to be really small. Now this one, I'm not really worried about if it's going to be the exact sizing, because the white is going to be in the background regardless. So as long as it matches up and on that same line, I'm okay with that. And you want to leave a little bit of white room on the side, so once you fold the paper, it's going to be enough on both sides to be on the keychain. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to do a test print and see how it looks. Uh-oh. Okay, here go the settings, because this is where you will mess up at. Why is it coming all the way down there? It's not supposed to be down there. Oh, okay. It's on the wrong printer. No wonder. So I need to change it to my HP. And you can also, you know, choose on here if you want it in color. I don't want it in color. This is just going to be a black and white. Make sure you do that, so that way you don't waste your ink. And then of course you can choose like on the type of paper. I'm just going to use regular paper for this project. Maybe I need to fix that. 8 by 10. Okay, there you go. You see now it went all the way back up to the top. Now that I didn't change the paper size. So sometimes you gotta play around with it. All right, I'm gonna hit print. Like I said, we didn't have this printer for years. Oh, we didn't print it out. Okay, okay. That's how we looking so far. All right, and let's make sure we can fit it in this dang on keychain. Now imagine once this test is done, then we're gonna fill up the whole page with it just like this. Now the next question is my scissors. Where are they? I see I just cleaned off my desk last night. All right, now I'm gonna leave a little bit of space on the side. And I may be able to make this a little bit bigger. A little bit small. Then, where's the keychain that I told you to put back in here?
Oh, here.
Yeah, I need to make it a little bigger. But I pretty much just folded it. Okay, at least let's make sure the length is okay. No, this is all the way off. Yeah, we need to fix this, y'all.
You just need to cut it a little more.
So I'm going to try to adjust it now to 1.8. I'm going to scoot this over. So I'm going to move them away from the edge a little bit too. And I'm going to use the same piece of paper to upload back in the printer, because I only use this little piece right there. I'm not going to waste the paper. So I'm going back. I just realized, I mean, they have the QR code, but I want them to know when they look at the keychain, they can shop. So I'm going to just make this a little bit smaller, so that way I can fit everything on there. I still don't understand why it's not letting me group these images. Okay, so take 2. That looks a lot better. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out and see what we come up with. So y'all can see that now. You can clearly see what it says. There we go. So the height of the image is perfect. It's just I still have all of this extra paper that I'm not trying to waste. And when I fold it in half, I still have a lot over here. So on the next go around, I'm going to leave it the size like it is, but I'm going to put it a little bit closer together. And so I got them cut out, and I got it on both sides. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to stick it in here. All right, update. So I have all of the images on here, and I duplicated the page. Just copy the whole like image of that, and I'm going to put it right here at the bottom. So I need 30. all together. I just counted all of these, and we need 30 images.
But she has 31.
Yeah. So I pretty much just been doing this whole process, and I'm going to go ahead and get these printed out. And I left a little bit of room on the side, so that way when we cut it out, it's fine. And important note, when you download it and you have multiple pages, I just forgot that phase, you have to make sure you download it as a PDF, because otherwise it's going to show up as a zip file. You need a PDF. Prints. So I may just go ahead and prep all of these, pop them out, and then that'll be easy. I think that's the most satisfying part, is to see your images come out and you can see the final result of them, making sure that the ink looks fine. I could have put one more here at the bottom. All right, so these came out pretty good. Had the husband helping me, and see it says shop here and the logo, and then he put them back in the little baggies. So, you know, as they sit on the table, I'm not gonna put them all out at one time. I'm gonna try to monitor it. We're gonna be there for about 5 hours, so gotta just make sure they last. And I don't know how I ended up with some extras, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep these for something else. You never know what I may need them for. And this is the actual table that I'm going to be using. So it's a 6-foot table, and it adjusts. So that's how it's able to sit up right here. So my waist is right here, and I'm able to sit the table, and I like that. So now we're going to go on to the next project, the DIY project.